Here is a quick follow-up on the next New York session. Right now it's Tuesday, March 19th, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Okay, so AUDJPY, I ended up exiting my trade last night at around 2100. The reason why I made an exit here was because the 1 hour time frame was trading flat and there didn't look to be a strong bounce on the Tenkan-sen when I made the exit. So it touched it at the 2000 hour candle close, and then for the next hour it still did not have a meaningful bounce here. So out of caution, I exited all my positions to take profits here. Now I did see when the London session opened, it continued up, but I did not buy this, and I will explain why I did not. So originally when I bought this trade, it was down here. It was very different than when it was trading up here. Even though all the time frames were technically trending, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, it did look a little bit overbought on the 4 hour and the daily time frame. So we pushed through this daily Kijun-sen here with almost no resistance. This is a little bit overextended and it could lead to some profit taking. So drawing this trend line here, a lot of times you will see, even if it breaks out of the descending trend line resistance, the resistance will now act as support, and it could actually bounce back on this before choosing to go up or trading sideways. So being that I had profits open, I just chose to close this trade and not even pursue it even when it did continue the breakout. And if you see on the 1 hour chart, this is a very weak breakout compared to the previous trends here, just comparing the size of the candle bars. So whenever you see weak candle bar breakouts, you want to be a little bit cautious and look for other edges to pursue. But yeah, I saw all of these candles play out on the 15 and 5 minute time frames, but I was actually involved in another trade at that point, so which was a better setup, so I did not choose to pursue this one. So with that, I'll explain the other trade I was in. So that was gold. When I was making the previous recording, I actually checked gold and it was starting to break out. So just to go back for context, the daily time frame, we touched or closed above 29.55, continued up, and then started testing 3,000. This is how the 4 hour time frame looked. Notice there's almost no selling activity, even though it broke out of the previous high here. So we touched the 4 hour Tenkan-sen and then just continued up. This is an even better view on the 1 hour chart. So I entered exactly when the 1 hour broke above even the previous high made on Friday. This gave me confirmation that it was not selling off in the daily 4 hour or 1 hour time frames. Yeah, so I entered right after the previous candle closed above the wick. I entered, I believe here at my first entry was 1940. So it was right here, and then right after I bought, it continued up. And then it did sell off a little bit, but this gap was very quickly filled, and then throughout the London session it just continued up, and it looks like it's still going up in today's New York session. So yeah, I entered another position right here right after I exited AUDJPY. I will comment on the price action in the 5 minute time frame here. So just looking at these two double top looking price actions here. So if it was going to sell off, I was just comparing these two candles versus these two. if it could have sold off and went back to 3,011, but because of this third candle, it doesn't really match the story that hypothesis is trying to tell. So why would it not sell off in this third candle here? It's not in a horizontal trading range anymore. So there's an absence of sellers on this third candle, which gave me the confidence to buy exactly here, anticipating the continued breakouts following the upper time frames. So this actually happened. It formed a nice trend line on this 5-minute time frame here and just continued up in the entire London session. Now I set my break-even stop losses right here, right above my entry point 3017, and my other break-even stop loss was already set 3009. I took 1% or 2% risk on each of these trades, going down to 2,975. So this is the level of breakout I saw on the 4-hour and 1-hour time frames. So it coincided with the 4-hour Tenkan-sen and the 1-hour Kijun-sen, we could say. Yeah, and this is a nice horizontal trading range that's very clearly defined. So again, the price action reinforces a strong possibility that this could act as support. All right, so now, yeah, I'm running profits here. Let's see how much exactly. So, okay, so in just the last few minutes, the price has gone to 3,034. This open profits are about 5K right now, and the overall risk I took on this trade was, let's see here, 3,600 about. So yeah, already over 1-to-1 in terms of payoff and risk, but I would anticipate this to continue moving up as the 3,000 level is breached in gold, and we should even clear this top, maybe even in the same New York session today. Just to give an idea, let's see where other commodities are moving. Silver similarly is approaching the top here. Copper is also doing well, going towards $5. Not a whole lot of moves in the currencies, although the Australian dollar is retracing today, as I previously showed. So it's weak against all these currencies, including the yen I was trading. But notice it's weakest against the strongest currency, which is the Swiss franc, and has relative strength still above the yen. So it looks like I made the right decision to buy it against the weakest currency. And if I were selling it, I would sell it against the strong currency like Swiss franc or potentially the dollar. Yeah, let's look at where AUDJPY is trading. So this is, yeah, a 0.4% move, but AUD Swiss franc is double that, almost a 0.9% move. Okay, that's all the updates for right now. I will keep checking the gold price and see how that's able to go up today.